we are going to take a quadrilateral and rotate it 90 degrees clockwise around the origin. Now the origin is simply where the x and the y-axis intersect, which is located at the coordinates 0, 0. Now some things that we should review before we actually figure out where our quadrilateral is going to end up are the features of each of the quadrants. Quadrant number 1, all x and y values will always be positive. In quadrant number 2, all x values are negative and all y values are positive. In quadrant number 3, both the x and the y values will be negative, and in quadrant number 4, the x values are always positive and the y values are negative. Now, before we can actually rotate this figure, we first must find the ordered pairs of each of the vertices of our quadrilateral. Point A is located at positive 2, positive 5. Point B is located at positive 6, positive 4. C is located at positive 6 and positive 2. And D is located at positive 2, positive 2. Now we know we have to rotate our figure 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. A 90-degree rotation on one of these grids always just means moving it directly to the next quadrant over. If it's a clockwise rotation, move it to the next quadrant going right. If it's counterclockwise, move it to the quadrant directly to the left. And there's an easy way to do this to precisely figure out where your figure is going to be transformed to. Simply take each of the ordered pairs that you have written and switch the order of them. Because A was located at 2, 5, switch it to 5, 2. Because B was at 6, 4, change it to 4, 6. C was at 6, 2, change that to 2, 6. And D was 2 and 2, and if you switch it, that's the same thing, which is 2 and 2. Now, we must go back to what the features of each quadrant are. We know that in quadrant 4, all x's must be positive. So I'm going to keep all of my x values positive. But in this quadrant, all y values are negative, so we simply take a negative and write one in front of each of the y values. These new coordinates tell us exactly where we should plot each of our points. After we plot each of our points, just connect the dots, and we have transformed our quadrilateral 90 degrees clockwise around the origin.